the most profound experiences that I've had have always been about acknowledging the profound fact that there is something rather than nothing. Like, something's happening and it's me. You know, like this experience. And it's like when I have these experiences, which isn't as often as it used to be, which I'll get into, but when I have these experiences, like, it's just like you're in a moment where all context and meaning are just absolutely vanished. They're absolutely gone, out of existence. You have no explanation for what this is, how it came to be, why it is, what anything's happening. You can't make sense of anything. But it is just this, it's like, it's just reality. It's God. It's, you know, like, how is this happening? And when I say this, I mean your experience. Because, you know, the idea that, you know, if we're talking about, you know, if we're asking things like, oh, how did this come to be? Why is it like this? You know, what's going on here? Usually we're coming into those questions with the assumption, with already like built foundations of context and meaning that that we are assuming to be true, but we're blind to those assumptions. We're not realizing that we're already holding that. We're already within a meaning-making system, and then reaching out for something else. You know, because it's like, if you want the truth, you got to start from square one, from scratch, which is to, you know, ask it from no paradigm, no belief system, no meaning making system or context or whatever. Like, so a lot of the times when people ask these questions, what they're referring to when they say this, like, what is this? How has this come to be? Why is it like this? What do they mean when they say like this and it? Because a lot of people, they're already having this like asserted assumption that there's a universe, and there's like, you know, this world that you can see, like, here's me, and then it's like I'm having this subjective experience of like an objective world, and or even you could be coming from some kind of spiritual lens of perception, where it's like, I am God, I am consciousness, I am existence, or whatever. So even that can be turned into another like foundational viewpoint in which you're looking through. Sometimes, man, it's like, you know, you're doing a lot. You're doing things, and then you just stop doing it. It's like, oh. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? What is this? How did this come to be? It's absolutely insane, man. Like, it's like, if you're like, oh, I don't even know, man. Like when I first started having these experiences, that caused a lot of loneliness and a lot of anguish, because I was like, shit, man, like, there is no language to talk about this. Like, I can't talk about this with anyone. Like, you don't, like, there are so many experiences to be had, like subjective experiences to be had, which you're never going to be sure if anybody else has had those experiences. And so if you're talking about things like existence and God and consciousness, you don't know, like if you're talking about these things with somebody else, you don't know if you're really speaking about the same thing, you know, because there's so many different experiences. But what I'm really trying to say here is, like, yeah, the most profound of experiences I've had, and what I'm talking about here is like that just bare fact that it's like, shit, there's something rather than nothing, and I don't fucking know what it is, how it came to be, why it is. I don't know who I am. I don't know what is, like, you know, actual real reality. But it's like there's this suchness, this isness. Like, are you not dumbfounded by this, man? Like, you know, fucking, like, do you not, like, sit in a chair and just stare at your legs and hands and the room you're in, all these colors and these shapes, and just think, like, what the fuck is that? What is this, dude? What is this? And why is it like this? And why is it at all? But also, more importantly, like, being absolutely fucking baffled, like dumbfounded by the fact that anything can exist at all, like anything can actually exist. Like, wow, man, existence exists, and it's like there's no, like, foundational God, that God didn't be like, okay, I'm gonna create everything, I'm gonna create existence or whatever, because it's like, okay, well, what created God, you know? Oh, another God. What created that God? Oh, another God. So it keeps going infinitely, and there's no baseline starting point where everything came out of, you know? So this, like, realizing that just baffles you more, because it's like existence, like, created itself. Existence is self-creating, but it's like, shit, dude, like, like, what the fuck? That is fucking... That's mental, dude. That's fucking mental. Like, you're not realizing how mental that is. Like, it's not just that something came out of nothing, or that there is something rather than nothing. It's that nothingness is also somethingness, and that somethingness is also nothingness. Like, it's one and the same. And it's like, how did something get created? Like, what? And also just how, like, intricate everything is. Like, man, I'm sipping water. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Isn't that mental? Like, that's... Like, what the Like, I can talk and make meaning out of... And, like, my body is like a machine, and it works. And there's, like, things going on. It's like, shit, man, like, there's, like, intelligence at play here. Like, your body digests the food without your doing. You cut your arm and your body heals the wound by itself. Like, there's an intelligence going on. And intelligence is reality itself. Intelligence is existence. God is infinite intelligence, eternal infinite intelligence. And it's like, that intelligence is self-created. Like, that's fucking, what the It's amazing, dude. It's freaking amazing. Oh my god. Oh. Like, yeah, just this fact, like really what I'm talking about here, the most profound experience is realizing the fact that the existence can exist at all. Like, that's simply it, that existence can exist. What? What? And I've had this kind of like intuition or inclination in my childhood, but only like intellectually. And you know, in my early adulthood, I started having direct experiences into this, not just intellectually, like, oh wow, oh my god, there's something rather than nothing. And it's like, there's like this infinite loop, there's no one creator. It's like existence is self-created. That's like, shit, dude. But in my early adulthood, I actually had direct experiences that were just like, fuck, like here it is. And that's fucking what? And yeah, so back to this point that I was gonna mention earlier in this video, I don't have these experiences as often as I used to because I needed to get my practical life in order a bit. You know, get this body surviving and thriving. And also in the past I was smoking a lot more weed as well, which helps spiritual insight, but also becomes a hindrance to practical life and mental health. And even in the past, I didn't have these experiences too much, because the reason why I really call them the most profound experiences is because they were kind of rare. They're kind of rare. You know, there's like deeper layers of it. Like you can, like, yeah, you can experientially see this, you know, in different layers. But there's like this really deep layer where it's just like everything is just like all your sense making gets thrown out the window, and you just get in touch with that fact of, oh, existence exists, and it's like it's self-created. See, like talking about all these words, blah 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 blah. It's like you can probably understand it intellectually what I'm trying to say, but it's like it doesn't, like the experience of it and the kind of realization of it is like a whole nother story. And I think this is probably the end of the road when it comes down to what do you want in life? What do you pursue in life? What do you want to experience in life? It's this. It's like knowing God knowing itself. Existence, becoming self-reflective. But of course, you know, you also want to make sure that you are surviving and thriving. But yeah, ultimately, like, yeah, fuck, dude, like. And this is what God means, you know. There's a lot of, I mean, the word God has caused many wars and many arguments and many blah, 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 blah. And it gets misunderstood so much. God, you know, what is God? It's like, dude, God is like existence. God is the fact that existence is self-created. And the mystery and miracle of that. That is God. Wow! And I think a lot of people get like, they look at people, look at some spiritual teachers and whatever, and go like, what, is this guy enlightened? Is this guy enlightened? It's like, oh, but this guy does that. Like fucking Nisargadatta Maharaj smokes cigarettes. He can't be enlightened. Alan Watts drank alcohol and killed himself. He can't be enlightened. But it's like, all that, man, cigarettes and booze, they are God as well. And I'm not saying that, do these things. Again, it's like, you want to kind of sort out your life practically so you're feeling good, healthy, physically and mentally. But what I'm saying is, like, however a body expresses itself doesn't necessarily, like, ego is God as well, man. Ego is God. It's like God is everything, so ego is also God. Like, like, falsely identifying with something, getting deluded, like, the very act of being deluded is still, like, that exists, and God is existence. So everything's God, everything's existence, even ego. So it's like you can express yourself in whatever ways, and it's all the same thing. It's like people, I think, often think that spirituality is about, goodness, being a healthy, good, moral person with good ethics and all this kind of stuff. But it's like, no, like if you're talking about like a real true spirituality, it's just about really getting in touch with God, with existence, with actual reality. And reality allows for all the fucking all the terrible shit in the world, all the heinous acts in the world. It's also God, but it's like, yeah, you don't want to be doing fucking heinous acts, but nevertheless, it's like, it's still that, it's like, it's still the same thing. So, man, yeah. Wow. Existence. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. And enjoy yourself. Peace.